In this video I will show you more details on the new KQi Air electric scooter, and we will be looking under the display, taking off the display cover and seeing what it looks like on the inside. One reason I'm doing it is because when I had the display slowdown issue, I will show you a clip here. Now first keep in mind that the unit I have here is a pre-production unit, and the NIU has fixed several of the issues that I will show you now. So this is just a representation so you see what could be inside, but the small imperfections are not the ones that you should be worried about in the full production unit. So one of the reasons I'm doing it is because, let me just take off this temporary tape I put here. I noticed that there was a bit of play in the top of the display, so I took off the front plate and noticed that the front edge of the display was not fully stuck down. So because of this issue, I am going to take off the display panel and wanted to take the opportunity to show anyone who might be interested what the inside of the display looks like. Also, if you've noticed, when I was taking off the front cover plate, one of the small support legs snapped off over here. I talked with NIU about this, and they mentioned that they noticed this issue during pre-production, and on the production models they have made this a lot stronger, so this hopefully should no longer happen. Now with that out of the way, let's heat up the adhesive here. If maybe it's similar to the KQi2 with the double-sided tape, I'm not sure. And let's see what's under the cover. Okay, so we only have a bit of movement along the top, so I don't want to rip it off. I will first heat this part a little bit, so if there is any adhesive, it will get a bit softer. So I'm just using a hairdryer to heat it up a bit. Okay, so let's try to slowly peel it off. Yeah, there is definitely some adhesive. Let me heat it up a little bit more. Okay, so this is what it looks like. So actually the adhesive is only along these edges of the display. There is no adhesive at the top here. Not sure if that is changed in the full production unit. But I needed to take it off anyway because I will show you here. So let's take a closer look. So here you can see the display, and the adhesive is along this edge down here, and then this edge, and then the top over here. And it also looks like it's on the bottom part here, but that part doesn't seem to have been stuck down. And then on the top here you can see so this is a separate piece, so if I want to change and fix this for a new pad, I needed to get to these two screws so I can take this front piece off. Now looking in more detail, the display unit seems to be held in place by 4 screws, one in each corner. And let me turn off the light and let me get the NFC card, and let's see what the display looks like without the cover on it. Have the NFC card here. Oh, it's a lot brighter with the cover off. So you can maybe see. And just like with the KQi 2, there is a clean edge all around the display, which should direct any water to flow away from the display and out. It's the same on the sides. You can see a plastic edge along the top and all the sides. So once it's sealed, the plastic goes over the edge and no water should be able to make it up and get into the display. And another thing that I need to fix while I have this here, a while back when I was adjusting this bottom cable, I pushed there is a tape here now so for waterproofing, but there is a rubber gasket, and when I was adjusting this cable I managed to push the gasket inside. So once I take out the display I will be able to fix the bottom gasket that's now floating freely under the display. Okay, so the 4 screws look like Phillips one. Let me let's see if it focuses on it. So this is the sort of screw. There is blue Loctite on it. Okay, we have the screws removed. Now let's carefully try and turn on the light and let me try and fish out the gasket that I have lost from the bottom. And here it is. So this is the bottom gasket that the main cable enters the display from, and it has a small lip, so it unfortunately slipped in when I was playing with the cable a while back. So I will put this gasket back in, and let me take you around because I don't want to be tagging on this too much. So let's look from the other side, and this is what the display looks like from the bottom. It's a pretty tight space to fit everything in. You can see the cables going into the handlebars there. So altogether there are 6 connectors along the side and top edge, and one big connector on the bottom that links the display unit to the controller inside the deck. Just like on the previous KQi models, the PCB seems to be sealed. So let me try to get the gasket back in place that I lost from the bottom, and I will put the display back. We are not fixing anything today, I just wanted to show you what it looks like, and later on I will, if NIU sends me a replacement part for this, I will be changing this part so I can mount the front decorative plate back on. So in case you need to change the double-sided tape, the sides are 2 millimeters thick and the top is 6 millimeters, and then along the bottom it's just a big piece. So that's the sort of double-sided tape you will need in case this one gets damaged too much. But it still looks a lot sticky after the first removal. It broke in a couple of places, but that shouldn't be a problem. So I will just stick it back on. And I'm not sure how it's on the production units, but in case you notice the top edge sort of sticking out, it's not really a waterproofing issue. Even if there is a slight gap on the front, it's not visible when you have the front plate mounted there. I only noticed it when I took the plate off, and because there was a little bit of flex along the top. So I guess you could, once you have it off, for whatever reason, you could put a bit of extra double-sided tape along the top here, or maybe in this gap, and you can stick the top part of the display down as well. But then you will have a harder time removing it in case you need to change anything. If you would like to see more videos like this on the KQi Air or other scooters that I might look at in the future, please subscribe to my channel and leave a like button, and tell me in the comments what you would like to see next. Thanks for watching and see you next time.